We are back on the Morgan Streetman Show. And Morgan, we just packed that first segment, so we didn't get a chance to discuss what's been happening as far as Chinese equity investment in our country, specifically in our state. And it's interesting because, I take some trips down to the Bahamas occasionally, and the buzz down there is China is investing heavily in the Bahamas, but now we're seeing it move north to our state.
Yeah, and if we thought we were going to get some relief from the real estate pressure in our state, for those of us, who still want to buy a house, maybe, it doesn't look like it's going to be coming anytime soon, because now you're not just competing with people coming from New York and California. Now you're competing with people from China who are buying property all over the world, have been restricted from a number of countries, but are still allowed to buy property in our country. And the irony of that, I think, is that, we can't go to China and buy whatever we want. In fact, you can't go to China and buy a company. It's very difficult just to go to China, by the way. You have to go get a visa. It's a long process. I've done it. It is not easy just to go to China. But once you get there, you can't own more than 50% of a company. And by the way, you better do what the CCP says, or they'll just take your company, whatever little percentage you do own. Or if you can't buy property, you can't buy real property over there. All these things are not allowed by their government, but we allow them to come to our country and buy up. And, they've been buying up a lot of farmland. There's a lot of stories about all the farmland they've been buying in different places like North Dakota. And so the American heartland, the central all the flyover states, for some reason, China's buying up farmland in them. And you got to ask yourself, why is that? But that's not all they're buying. They're also buying homes and land here in the very state of Florida. And in fact, the National Association of Realtors has reported that China is actually the biggest investor in the United States. They bought $6.1 billion of homes and land last year. And this is kind of like when I told we've been talking about people in China trying to get money out of mainland China for at least 5-6 years. We've been talking about it on this program because that's what we were talking about when we first started talking about Bitcoin on this program, was a way for people from China to move money out of China somehow. And so this purchasing of land is another option for them. They're running out of options. So this is what they're putting their money into right now. And our Governor Ron DeSantis, the greatest governor in the United States, is actually taking a stand. He's standing up for Floridians. He's standing up for Americans against this Chinese takeover. And by the way, don't think that the CCP, the Chinese Communist Party, which runs China with an iron fist, don't think that they aren't behind a lot of this investment. But Ron DeSantis has come out and said that they should not be able to do this. So we'll see what comes from him in the future on that issue, if it's just going to have to be rhetoric or if he can actually take some kind of a stand, if he can get the legislature in Florida to take some kind of a stand, if that's even possible. I think he's going to be looking at this issue, and we've seen him time and time again. He doesn't back down. When he targets an issue, he goes after it. He recognizes this is a real issue, and it's a huge problem for us in this state, and we need to get on top of it. And it's just one of the many problems that we've got, and one of the reasons that we can't trust this corporate media.
Thank you for listening to the Morgan Streetman Show. We hope you enjoyed what you heard, and if you did, please click like and subscribe to help us out. And remember that we recommend that you exercise your brain at least once a week.